watching One News with me, Namira Shafia. We will bring you to the most updated news from all around Indonesia. Our story today is about the earthquake in Lombok that has afflicted the people since early August. So the earthquakes are still following until today, destroying more and more villages. We are going to know how the current condition is after the latest earthquake and how people deal with the situation. And here we have the earthquake expert, Mr. Rizky. Can you tell me what is the earthquake means?
The earthquake is the vibration happening in the Earth's surface due to the release of energy from the suddenly that creates a wave of seismic. The earthquake always caused by movement of the Earth. The frequency of region referring to the depth and size of the Earth that she received during the period of time. The earthquake is measured using seismometer.
Okay, so now why do earthquakes always happen in Indonesia?
Because Indonesia is located above some continental plates and oceanic plates. Indonesia is in between of Eurasian plate and Australian continental plate. As well, it is in between of Pacific plate and Philippines sea plate. The Indian plate, the subducted under Eurasian plate, form the most active seismic active on this earth. The earthquake happened because the Indian plate subducted under Burma plate, which is microplate of Eurasian plate.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rizky, for your information. So now we're going to hear the story from the earthquake victim. We have Mrs. Isma. Hi, Mrs.
Hi.
What are you doing when the earthquake happened?
When the earthquake happened at 18:30 p.m., I was in my home alone. A few minutes before Azan Maghrib, the earthquake happened. The walls of my room were shaking and I was so panicked. That time, what is happening? What should I do? I said. Finally, I remembered that I have to run away to a field that far away with some buildings when the earthquake happened. So I ran away to a field that is near my house because what I was thinking about that just to take over, I didn't remember that fate of my family. A few houses were wrecked, including my house. The earthquake happened around 1-2 minutes. Luckily, I'm safe from the earthquakes.
Okay, so are there any of your families who were victim of this disaster?
As it happened, my family isn't at home, just me alone, and luckily my family is safe. But my brother was injured in his leg and hand.
And now we're going to ask National Disaster Relief Agency. We have Mrs. Iga right here. So what should we do when the earthquakes happen?
Okay, so if you are indoors, stand against a wall near the center of the building. If you are outdoors, stay in the open away from power lines or anything that could fall. Don't use match, candles or any flame. If you are in car, stop the car until the earthquake stops.
And what should we do to reduce the risk of the earthquake disaster?
To reduce earthquake disaster, we can do some buildings over bedrocks and stay away from sedimentary ground. Build each story in equal weight. Don't build them too high unless you use strong materials. Reinforce them with strong materials like iron and steel. Don't build under steep slopes that prone to landslides.
So thank you so much, Mrs. Iga and Mr. Rizky, for the information, and thank you, Mrs. Isma, for the story. Okay, viewers, that is the news today. I am Namira Shafia, and all of the One News crew say thank you so much for your attention. See you next day in the same time and in the same program on our lovely channel. Bye bye.